Hey guys, it's your boy Tacho here, back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes, and today what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and do a showcase video today. So we're going to make this a series, and I'm going to showcase units that work really great when they have a partner unit helping them out. So pretty much double showcases, I guess you could call it, with two really nice units that work together. So today we're going to do Celica with a Heron type unit. So of course there's two Herons in the game. We have Racin and we have Leanne. Most people are going to have access to Racin since he's a 3 or a 4-star summon. But here's the deal with Brave Celica. When she came out, she wasn't really the most standout unit. She was always pretty good for an infantry sword, but she had stiff competition. Of course, infantry swords, there's so many good ones. But her unique thing is that she has double lion. And while she's at full HP, it's going to allow her to get a double attack. So if she has enough speed, she can even get a quad attack off on the foe and attack as if she has a brave weapon equipped, no matter what weapon she's got. So obviously you can do some pretty crazy shenanigans with that and equip a weapon like Armor Smasher or a Fire Sweep Sword and such to really abuse that quad attack. But the problem with double lion is that it only works if you have full HP, and it causes 1 chip damage after combat, so it's not the easiest thing to activate and it's not very consistent. But all of that changes when you have a Heron on the team, and the Herons heal by 7 HP at the start of every turn. So we can guarantee that Celica is always going to have double lion ready to roll, and she is just going to plow through all of the opponents, particularly in Arena Assault where you're fighting mainly armor type opponents. So we're going to hop over to Arena Assault, and we're just going to show off this Celica in a couple of fights. Alright, so this is our first fight of the day. We are up against a full armor team here. Pretty much just all armors and a couple of dragons. This is the typical type of team you're going to see most of the time in both Arena and Arena Assault. But of course we came prepared. This is exactly the reason why I love using this Brave Celica. Because when you combo double lion with the Armor Smasher, she can just tear through any armored unit regardless of whether or not they have Wary Fighter or whether or not they have color advantage. Like in this case here, this Surtur has Wary Fighter, and we're just going to hit him twice because double lion doesn't give us a follow-up but actually gives us a second attack. And I mean, it didn't even matter because we one-shotted that Surtur. But it will matter here against Tiki. She does have color advantage on me, so we are going to need the double lion double attack to bring her down. And of course Leanne there doing her awesome thing and healing up Celica so we can keep on using double lion throughout the fight. We didn't need it for those other two units though. They were green and we could just one-shot them. Alright, here's the next fight. This guy has a Duo Alm. Duo Alm is one of the most annoying units to deal with in the game. He's super fast, and he's got Lunar Flash, so he can deal a ton of damage to your units. And you can also be a real jerk like this guy and give him Repel in the B slot, just to make him as much of a defensive threat as he is an offensive one. So we were lucky that we could one-round that Duo Alm, all thanks to double lion and color advantage. There was no way we were going to get a double attack on that Duo Alm. He's just way too quick, even with a unit that has pretty good speed like Celica. So double lion really put in work there. And I've got Gale Force on this Celica as well. It's her default special attack, and there's really no need to change that. She has a potential to do quad attacks, of course, with double lion. So when you can attack multiple times like that, Gale Force is always going to be a great option. You can even take it a step further, and if you wanted to, you could give her the Heavy Blade or the Flashing Blade Sacred Seal, and she will be able to ramp right into Gale Force a whole lot easier. So that is another thing you can do. I just like having Death Blow so we can go for the insta-kills with the double attack, and we don't have to wait around. Alright, this guy here, he's got Legendary Alm. Legendary Alm is one annoying unit as well, just like Duo Alm. He's really quick and he's got Lunar Flash. So mainly you want to beat him on the player phase. Sometimes that can be really difficult though, because of course his speed is so good, and most units are not going to be able to double attack him, especially when he's got null follow-up. So really having double lion there helped us out a ton. Okay, the last unit is a fallen Tiki, and we're able to one-shot her with Armor Smasher. So we're looking pretty good so far. Okay, here's another fight. Oh man, this guy, he's got the dreaded duo there from Water Season. Legendary Chrom with Legendary Azura. Alright, we're gonna have to pull out some shenanigans here to make this go a lot easier for us. I'm just gonna quick bait this Legendary Azura with my Legendary Celica, who we've brought along just for kicks, since we are showcasing Brave Celica. It's nice that Chrom doesn't have a rally skill though, so he can't rally Azura and then get danced and have enough reach to hit one of my guys. So that is one good thing about Chrom and Azura that makes them easier to bait. But in most cases, Azura is a real problem, so you want to take her out as soon as possible. Man, look at this guy here taking so many hits. It's a good thing for some reason this guy took off close counter and he's running sturdy impact on his Chrom. Had he been running close counter, I would not have been able to beat him with Celica. He's just way too defensive, and he has color advantage on Celica, of course. So we were lucky we were able to just pepper him with attacks there and get a bunch of dances and Gale Force to activate. Alright, here's another team with a bunch of armored units. 2 of his armored units are blue. So normally, even with the Armor Smasher on a red unit, it would be tough to take these guys down. Both Legendary Tiki as well as Effie have really high defenses, and they have color advantage on red type unit. So normally I wouldn't be able to beat them with a sword unit, but once again we're just going to show off how obscenely good Double Lion is, and we're just going to make a complete mockery out of the weapon triangle here. Okay, once again we're showing off how good it is to have the Herons with Celica. So we're going to be able to keep on using Double Lion, and we're going to be able to power through both of these blue armored units with a red unit. So really cool stuff there. There's also another option. If you don't want to use the Heron units, you could just run the Renewal Sacred Seal on Celica. And at the start of, I believe, every second turn, Renewal is going to heal you by 10 HP. So that's another way to maintain Double Lion and keep it consistent. But it's, of course, not quite as good as having the Herons. The Herons also offer very good support with dancing and 3-range mobility, as well as being flying units. So, I mean, I just love running Brave Celica with either Racin or Leanne. Okay, this guy here, he's got that Fiorm over there, and the Fiorm has Dull Close. So it's going to be pretty tricky beating her. Of course, Fiorm is blue, and she's got color advantage on Celica. And she's not an armored unit either, so we're not going to be able to just abuse Armor Smasher and get the easy kill. So it's going to be a little tricky, but because Double Lion gives us potential for a quad attack, we can still actually beat that Fiorm despite color advantage. So yeah, man, I mean, Double Lion is just such a good B-slot passive. It's true that Brave Celica has a lot of competition as an infantry sword unit. It's just the most diluted pool in the entire game, outside of, I guess, flying lance units. But the thing about Double Lion is that it's just so powerful of a tool. Being able to quad attack with any weapon you want, like, for example, Fire Sweep Sword, or like we're doing here, we're using the Armor Smasher. It can turn her into a complete monster on the player phase, no matter who she's up against. So I feel like Double Lion is good enough of a tool that it makes Brave Celica still a standout unit in such an oversaturated pool with all these red sword units that are really good. Now, of course, a unit like Marita and Fallen Marita and such, all of those guys are going to be, well, I guess all of those girls are going to be just a little bit better than Celica because they have way more potential. Their weapons are so crazy. I believe this Brave Celica, I forgot what her weapon was called, but basically it just gave her a special cooldown charge and it didn't really do too much else other than that. So that was another reason why this Celica went under the radar when she came out. Her perf weapon isn't really the best, and really it's just Double Lion that sets her apart. She was also the very first unit to release with a 300 SP A-slot passive skill, outside of course, distant counter and close counter. So that's another reason why a lot of people just wanted to fodder her instead of using her for her potential. And she's similar to Brave Ike in that regard, where when Brave Ike came out, everyone was just using him for steady breath. But, I mean, Celica aged really well. Of course, Double Lion only got better and better as we got more tools to work with. So, Celica, really awesome unit. Celica's one of my favorite characters as well. I love the artwork on this Brave Celica. Really retro with the loincloth and the shoulder pads going on there, looking like an 80s rock star. Always love to see awesome art like that. And that's going to wrap us up for the run, guys. So come back again later, and we are going to have some more runs like this where I'm going to show off a bunch of units who work really well with a partner character that can sort of negate their flaws or just make their strengths even better. And we're just going to showcase a bunch of stuff like that. So maybe these units you have lying around in your barracks that you don't really use too often, maybe we can show off some crazy combos here that will make you want to use them and help you out in modes like Arena Assault as well, where a lot of people struggle because they may not have as many meta units ready to go. And with a couple of tweaks and a couple of good pair-ups, you will be able to just walk through Arena Assault every week and have a much better time there. So, as always, this is your boy Tacho signing out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, hope you enjoyed the showcase, and I'll catch you guys again in the next one.